Hey friend, today I'm going to be giving you one trick that's going to help to skyrocket your Gumroad digital product sales. This can be used on other platforms, but if those platforms don't have this feature, then it won't work. But Gumroad has this feature. I'm a 6-figure Gumroad seller and a 6 and 7-figure Payhip seller as well. So I have sold multiple 6 figures and 7 figures on both platforms, selling digital products, simple PDFs. And this one trick has helped to skyrocket my digital product sales on Gumroad over the years. And I've done it both on Payhip and on Gumroad, but I'm talking about Gumroad today. So most people selling on Gumroad, before I get onto this actually, I have a link in the description for my Gumroad Done for you offer. I've also got a discount code if you want to get 50% off of this, and this is something that is only running for a period of time, so after that time is over you'll see the normal price there, but for the next 5 to 6 days this discount code will work. So most people selling on Gumroad are doing the bare minimum. They upload a product, write a short description, and maybe send out a launch email, and then wonder why the sales stop rolling. It's stop rolling in, or just aren't don't roll in at all. What if I told you there's a hidden feature on Gumroad that could do 3 powerful things at once, and that is drive organic traffic to your products, that is build trust with new buyers, and that is help you make more money without more content creation. Almost nobody is using it. When I say without more content creation, this does involve content creation, but what I mean is no more social media content creation. I'm not saying you shouldn't create content on social media, but you don't have to go overboard by sort of throwing content daily on social media because you want to make sales. This can actually really help you to make more sales, and it's helped me over the years, and it continues to help me on Gumroad and Payhip. So I stumbled across the trick after months of testing, and I've now used it to bring in more consistent sales over time without spending money on ads or constantly promoting on social media. Because one thing I've noticed, I've been on Threads for about a month, and about 5 weeks I've been on Threads, and I was testing Threads out because of Adam Dukes. Adam Dukes is an amazing creator here. If I can remember, I'll link him below, or I'll put him somewhere so that you can check him out. And he sold hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of digital products, and he's on Threads. He uses Threads as a funnel, basically, to funnel people into his newsletter. But what I've noticed on Threads is that it's like you have to put in so much effort. It's you have to engage like a beast on there. That's the way you grow on Threads. It's just engaging, and just pumping out content, and then also engaging. You don't have to post 4 to 5 times a day on Threads, but you want to post at least once or twice, and you have to engage, like an MF basically. So I've always looked at ways where I don't have to rely on social media to drive traffic and sales to my page. And one of the ways that has really helped me on Gumroad is I started blogging on Gumroad itself. So yes, Gumroad has a built-in blogging feature, and most creators are completely ignoring it. But here's what happens when you use it right. You stop treating your product page like a static flyer, and you start turning it into a living, breathing storefront that builds connection and credibility over time. So let me break down why this is so powerful, and why it can help you, and why you should definitely start blogging on Gumroad. Your Gumroad blog gets indexed by Google. I'm not saying it's going to happen straight away, because it's definitely not. I've paired my Gumroad blog with my Medium blog, meaning that I create content on Medium as well, and I create written content on my Gumroad page. And what I found is that it's created this sort of network of content that is evergreen and gives me long-term visibility and drives in sales on autopilot over time, as opposed to posting consistently, constantly on social media, and your content eventually disappears into the abyss, and you just have to keep on piling more content on in order to stay relevant on social. But with this, it's different. If you're writing helpful content related to your product, like tips, how-tos, or niche breakdowns, you're giving people a reason to land on your page organically, and when they land on your page, your products are just a scroll away. So this has brought me long-term traffic, like I said, to products I haven't promoted in months. You can build trust right on your sales page, which is really, really important, building trust. You know, people can find you, but then they have to like you and trust you before they click on the buy now button. I mean, I have had a lot of impulse buyers on my page, and people have told me, because, you know, often I email people that purchase from me and have a conversation with them, and they'll just say they found it on Google and they bought it straight away because they needed it straight away then. But some people don't buy like that. They have to keep constantly seeing your content and connecting with you and build a connection and trust before they purchase. So when, like I said, when someone lands on your Gumroad profile and sees useful, valuable blog posts, it's an instant trust boost. They're not just seeing a sales page, they're meeting a real person with real knowledge. So what this does is it builds connection and makes it 10 times easier for them to say yes in the long term, or even in the short term. You know, your blog content works as a silent salesperson. So a blog post doesn't just sit pretty, it works for you 24/7, just as a long form YouTube video would. Because when you post on platforms like Twitter and Threads and all of those platforms, yes, you might gain traction really quickly, and then you get a bunch of followers, and then you have to keep replicating that in order to gain that trust. You have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But whereas you can create one blog post that could rank and drive in a bunch of traffic, and not just traffic, but traffic that is going to make you sales. So, you know, you can write a story about how you created your product, share 3 mistakes your audience is making, give a quick strategy or tool related to your niche, and at the end drop a CTA to your product. And now you're not selling, you're educating, and that's what gets people to click and buy. Okay, so another thing is it keeps your profile active and fresh. So when people see that your page is regularly updated with fresh content, they feel like they're buying from someone who's active, relevant, and knows their stuff. And you become more than a seller, you become a trusted source. You know, so why aren't more people doing this? You know, I think it's because it's not a flashy thing. It's not like, you know, social media is flashy. A lot of people have shiny object syndrome. So when they see a new platform like Threads come out, or, you know, a new feature on Instagram that's you know, gaining more traction, everyone just goes towards it. You know, it's not a hyped up thing, but it works. And blogging still works, despite what people think. A lot of people think blogging is dead, and it's definitely not. I'm going to tell you from now. I've been blogging for over a decade. Blogging has changed. Yes, AI has come in and changed things, but I personally think that AI has actually provided bloggers that have high quality content with an advantage, because there is a lot of rehashed generic content out there now because of AI. And Google, you know, most of the search engines, they're cracking down on that, and they really want content that has expertise, that has experience, that has authority, and that has trust, you see. And so when you are providing that type of content, your content is going to stand head and shoulders above people that are just going onto ChatGPT and just creating a generic piece of content and throwing it out there. You know, 5 ways to do this, generic and robotic with no experience infused in that. You know, so blogging on Gumroad is one of the lowest effort, for me, highest impact ways to increase your visibility, and that's my opinion. Build trust and drive more sales, especially if you don't have a big email list or social following. And this is also going to help you with your email list as well, because, you know, you can build an email list on Gumroad itself as well. Gumroad, for me, I find it to be a business in a box, because you can build a newsletter through Gumroad. It has changed now, where you have to have at least 100 subscribers and followers, I believe, on Gumroad before you can start sending out regular emails. But that's really not that hard to get when you're doing it like this. And I would recommend that you pair Medium with Gumroad, or Vocal with Gumroad, or all 3. Yes, it takes time to create long form content, and yes, you can use AI to create content, written content, but you really have to humanize it if you really want it to be better. Or effective. So if you're ready to turn your Gumroad into a sales machine without lifting a finger, I've got something for you. So I'm offering a Gumroad Done for You service, where my team and I build out your product page, your banners, your blog content, your sales copy, your email automation, and more. Like I said before, I have this Gumroad offer, so you can click in the link in the description. This offer is usually way more expensive. Even the base price that it is now is being slashed by 50%, but it's usually more expensive. And the reason why is I'm actually going to be only taking on 10 more clients for this particular offer, and after that I'm going to completely close it down and just focus on other stuff. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm giving it off at a slightly cheaper price. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I've been away for a while, and I'm back. And so I'm going to be doing a bunch of content today, and scheduling that out and everything. So you can ask me any questions that you want. I'm going to leave my email in the description as well, so you can have a direct connection with me and send me emails. If you want to learn how to sell more digital products without selling your soul to social media, you can also click the link for my coaching, which is going to help you to go ahead and do that and really start seeing some good sales with your digital products. Take care. Bye bye.